Second question comes from David Vos on Facebook, and he said, how long did the tiredness last and not sleeping last when you... Sorry, how long does the tiredness and not sleeping last when you suddenly stop drinking alcohol after being quite a heavy drinker? Any help or advice, please? Talked about this before. It's one of the only things that I ever went through while I was quitting, and it's going to last as long as it is going to last. You know, I still get tired. I mean, it's just the nature of being alive, I think, and of aging. You do get tired. The sleeplessness, you know, that's another thing. For me, it lasted a month, and it was a sort of a gradual, you know, the first few days was pretty bad, you know, not sleeping hardly anything, and just, you know, it's everything. It's your whole body is trying to balance itself out. You know, the longer you've been drinking, the more your body is used to knocking itself out at night. You know, just having the alcohol in, just being that tired. And you know, to be honest, one of the best ways that your body knows how to deal with the alcohol is to shut most of the other stuff down, and that includes your consciousness. You know, to your brain. Your waking brain takes 20 or 30% of the energy. It takes a lot of the energy anyway. I'm not quite sure of the exact figure, but burns a lot of energy just staying awake. And of course, when you're awake, you're moving around, and by getting you asleep and by putting you asleep, at least the body has conserved a lot more energy and can put a lot more energy into getting rid of the poison. You know, and it will be the same thing with any toxin. If you drink arsenic, or if you're bitten by a snake, or you know, your body's going to want to try and shut you down so that it can attempt to deal with this. One of the things that you can do is to try and prepare yourself for bed. I mean, that's one thing that we're also not used to doing. You know, we're so used to being able to hop into bed and just go unconscious because we're drunk, that we don't have to go through any sort of rituals. And there's a lot of things that you can do to try and get yourself ready for bed, like an hour beforehand. You know, take a warm bath. I don't know if you can hear the crickets here. They're everywhere, really loud today. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, and Jesus, roasting. It's very warm. I should have gone out this morning, but the problem is that I like going out at 6 o'clock and it's still dark then, and it doesn't. I take a torch down to the beach, and I just love the sound of the waves when I'm walking, and I can still see you know, where I'm walking. But it's just getting too dark to. It's still too dark to do a recording, so. And one of the things that is, I know it's not very helpful, but one of the things that you have to do at the beginning is just accept that you're not going to get any sleep, and sort of build that into your life. You know, it's not going to last long. Your body can't really deal with that. You know, it needs you to get enough rest. So it's going to do its best to try and bring about that balance, bring things back into balance. Whether or not you go down and get a pill is up to you. I mean, I don't like that kind of stuff, so I wouldn't do that. But you know, if you're definitely not having sleep after the first week or so, then definitely go down to your doctor, or try some homeopathic remedies or something like that, you know. From all the emails I get, and you know, people that I've been talking to in the books, it doesn't last much longer than a month. I haven't heard of people having sleep problems after a month, you know. I mean, a few people do go over, obviously, but in general, it's between a couple of weeks and a couple of months, but it's not something that is, you know, you all of a sudden you start out and you don't sleep, and you just don't continue to sleep for a month, and at the end of the month you all of a sudden can sleep. It's a gradual process. It's just your body getting used to not having the alcohol in your body anymore. So the only thing I can really say to you is that it is going to take what it is, and you know, you have to weigh these things up. You know, what's good for you? Is it good to carry on drinking and, you know, doing the damage that way, or are you going to put up with the discomfort for a few days or a few weeks or even a couple of months, if that's what it needs to happen? There's only you can do it. So until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Onwards and upwards.